and welcome to another IFVTC tutorial. I'm Chief ATC Trainer, OJFam, and today we'll be discussing the tower basics. Tower control is simply to get the aircraft to the ground or in the air. So, to start off with winds. Winds can be found by METARs, and METARs are basically the aviation forecast. So we're gonna be using John F. Kennedy International right now, which is also known as KJFK in its ICO code. And basically, we're just gonna look up. I already have the site up right now, but I use the aviation weather, and all you need to really look up is the ICO code, METAR, and really use aviation weather. When preferable, it is honestly easier. It really decodes it. So, right now, this is a text, and we're not going to go into the details of it, but we're going to go over what we need. This is our airport name, ICO code. This is our winds, if you're following my mouse. And this is our visibility. That's all we really need to know. So, what we're going to do is the winds are currently 170 at 15, gusting to 1. This basically decoded means the winds are from the south at 170 degrees at about 15 knots or 17 miles per hour, gusting up to 24 miles per hour or 21 knots. Then the visibility is 6 or more miles, also known as 10 or more kilometers. So, now that we got that settled, we'll go on to what this means. Winds are used whenever giving clearances for certain things. So, for example, I'm giving my clearance for taking off, or I'm giving my clearance for landing. You're cleared to land, or, a whole load of things. So, how do we say the winds? Well, anything above a number 9 is said by each individual numbers. So you'd say, instead of winds 170 at 15 gusting 21, you'd say winds 170 at 15 gusting to 1. I think you get the point, So, what exactly are we going to use the winds for? As said before, we're going to use them for a takeoff. So, here is an example of a takeoff clearance. American 35, John F. Kennedy Tower, winds are 170 at 15, gusting to 1, runway. We probably use in this area, probably use runway 13, so runway 13 right, cleared for takeoff. And then repeat that. Remember, if the winds are from 170, you're going to be using the closest runway to that heading. So, runway 13 is, of course, a 130 heading. Runway 22 is, of course, a 220 heading. But 22s are used for landing, so we'll be using 13 right. So, now that we got that settled, why don't we go into landing? Landing is basically the same thing, except for one factor. Landing is actually, we just say clear for to land. So, we could just say American 35, New York Tower, John F. Kennedy Tower, winds are 170 at 15, gusting to runway 22 right, clear to land. Note, we use a different runway 22 right, because we have 4 runways at JFK. As ATC, you want to utilize all your runways. Use all of them when possible, because it just spreads out the traffic. Really spread it out. Now, a couple things I'd like to note that you need to do every time. You need to do. It's not a question of, I'm not going to do it, I am going to do it. So these are, of course, that 1, I said the call sign of the plane. I said who I am, my identification. I am John F. Kennedy Tower. I said the winds, which are 170 at 15, gusting 2, 1. I said what they're gonna do, which means they're going to land, they're going to take off, they're going to do a transition, all that stuff. And finally, I said the runway. So runway 24 left. So I'd always say American 35, winds 17015, gusting 21, runway 22 right, clear to land, or 22 right, clear to take off. Well, really 13 right. Now that we've gotten that settled, let's go over onto a couple pattern marks. Pattern marks are relatively the same thing for takeoff, except for one thing. I'm going to type this on your screen quickly. This is option versus, not future as my screen says right now, option versus touch and go. If someone is requesting option, if someone is requesting pattern work, you need to know the difference. Option means that you are clearing them to either land, do a low pass, maybe they're gonna, do a stop and go. Touch and go means you're cleared to touch and go. Nothing else. It's very important that you remember that. Now, the second thing that we need to know is the winds, of course. But the only difference really from our previous command is we're adding on traffic. That means make right traffic, make left traffic, etc. And in case you don't know this, we're just going to say over here, I'm going to look up aviation pattern drawings, or, picture. And then we could define a little one. This is perfectly exactly what I wanted. So you're going to see, it's in a runway. We can pretend it's 13 right, correct? So this is 13 left, then we got 22 right, 22 left, etc. So we take off. Now we're on the upwind. Then we turn to the crosswind. Then the downwind is exactly next to the runway. We turn to the left base, then onto the final. This is left traffic because notice you always make left turns. You go up to the upwind, left turn to the crosswind, left wind to the downwind, left turn to the downwind, left turn to the base, left turn to the final, left turn to the crosswind, etc. Right traffic will just be going right, right turn down to the crosswind, right turn down to the downwind, right turn down to the base, then right turn down to the final. So if we're on runway 13 right, we have runways and terminals over here. So what we're going to do is since we're landing on 22 right, it means we won't be getting departures coming out from over here, which means runway 13 right is a perfect place to do pattern work. Since we want to be making right traffic, because we don't want to be flying over the terminals. That's just really bad. So we're going to tell them the same thing. So we'd say go back to their TAF or METAR, American 35, John F. Kennedy Tower, winds 170 at 15, gusting 21, runway 13 right, clear for takeoff, make right traffic. That's it. Now, optional entries, we could say report on midfield, which means they'll tell you when they're about here, where my mouse is right now, they'll say American 35 is on midfield, runway 13 right. And then this is where you come in. You'll say American 35, John F. Kennedy Tower, winds 170 at 15, gusting 21, runway 13 right, clear, touch and go. Unless they say anything else, you continue to say touch and go. Now they say American 35 is right downwind, full stop. Then you clear them to land. Other than that, it's I'll be making a tutorial on the difference between VFR and IFR conditions / what they mean. VFR basically means visual flight rules, which means you are not using instruments really. You're more going by your obviously visual. And IFR means instrument flight rules, and this means that you are obviously flying with your instruments, Excuse excuse me, and usually actually almost always, I have almost never seen a commercial aircraft such as a Boeing 787-9 or, a Boeing 744, as the one I'm flying right now, the 777-200ER. I have never seen them fly VFR. They always fly IFR. Now, little, Cessnas are going to fly VFR. Now, to wrap this up a bit, I realize this is kind of blank, it's a lot of information, so rewatch this video, take notes, contact me if you have any questions. If this video was unclear for you, I'm sorry, you can PM me, we'll go over it a bit. Now, as always, if you wish to become an ATC recruit at IFVATC, you can contact myself or Ryan. I'm OJFam. He's Ryan Henderson. You contact them on the Discord. This has to be if you're part of IFVATC already. If you want to join IFVATC, you can do this just by commenting below your IFC username, or I'll PM you on the IFC, ask you if this is you that contacted myself on the comments of my YouTube video. If you say yes, I'll hand you over the Discord link. And after that, it's really, really simple. I'll get you set up, you'll have to register, and then we're done. If you're an ATC recruit and you want to learn more of this, then feel free to contact the following trainers. Ryan Henderson, who is a founder, also an ATC trainer. Dylan, who is the deputy, also ATC trainer. Then you got Chief 305, or Captain Chris on the forums, who is an ATC trainer here. And of course myself, I'm a moderator and head ATC trainer. You can contact me, OJFam. I'm cool, I'm always open for PMs, unless I'm sleeping. So, once again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment down below how you like this video. Thank you for watching. This is OJFam.